Yo, what's up, Sagittarius? Welcome to your monthly forecast for the month of March 2016. For the majority of the month of March, the sun is going to be in the sign of Pisces. For you as a Sagittarius, Pisces is your fourth house. That has to do with your family and your home life situation. So expect to spend more time at home during this time. On the March 21st, the sun actually shifts into Aries. Aries is your fifth house. That has to do with your romantic situation. So for the majority of the month of March, all the way up until the 21st, you're going to be dealing with, a lot more home life stuff. You're going to be spending more time with your family. And then on the 21st of March, you're going to see that shift into more of a Aries for you is the fifth house. That has to do with mostly with your romantic situation, but it's more of just like a fun area. So where you're going to be kind of just hunkered down at home for the most of the month of March. Once the sun shifts into Aries on the 21st, then you're going to start having some fun. You're going to have some more romantic moments. Aries is also a good area for your creative. If you're like a creative Sagittarius, this could boost your creative ability. And the fifth house has to do with children too, so your children will factor into your life a lot more during this time as well. So those are the primary themes for the month of March for you, Sagittarius. Now I'm going to talk about more specific major astrological events that are set to occur in the month of March 2016 and what they mean for you. On March 5th, Mars moves into your sign, so this is really going to power it's just going to power you up. It's just going to amplify you as a person, yourself. You're going to be a lot more ambitious in the things that you want to obtain in life after March 5th when Mars moves into your sign. You just have to be careful with this though, because Mars does have a negative aspect too. It tends to be aggressive. So aggressive is good when it comes to trying to attain your goals. This is going to give you a lot of energy too with Mars in your sign. But you don't want to overdo it. You don't want to overshoot the mark. Aggressive is good when you're trying to be ambitious and obtain your goals, but it's not good when it comes to, aggressive as in like anger. And this is one of the things you got to watch out for when Mars goes into your sign, because you can, you need like instant gratification when Mars is there. So if you're not getting what you want right away, it could lead to some irritation and, some aggressiveness. So just watch out for that. On March 8th, there's a new moon solar eclipse in the sign of Pisces. So, here we are again with Pisces, your fourth house of home and family. And this is a new moon solar eclipse. So this isn't just any normal new moon. This is a solar eclipse. This has to do with a significant life event regarding your home and family situation. New moons are like a trigger. So what happens is when a new moon occurs, it sets off all these new events, and then 6 months, the 6 months that follow the new moon, all these new events start building and building and building, and then 6 months after the new moon is the full moon in the same area, which is the culmination point, which is whatever's going to build over the next 6 months is finally going to come to fruition at that point. So think about your situation, Sagittarius. What's new coming in on the home front for you? Is there somebody that's going to be leaving permanently? Is there someone that's going to be, moving in permanently? Are you going to be moving where you live altogether? Are you going to be doing a major renovation in your home? These are all things to think about regarding fourth house matters. On March 14th, Mercury, the planet of communication, is in Pisces, your fourth house of home and family, and it's now making a challenging aspect with with Saturn, which is in your sign. So it sounds like you could be having some challenging conversations or challenging communication with anybody in your household. If it's not in your household, then it's probably with someone in your family, because Pisces is the fourth house of home and family, so it doesn't necessarily mean they have to be in your home. It just could be, having challenging conversation with family member. You could also view this aspect as transformational. So, who are you talking to about, maybe someone new is going to be coming into your home? Who are you talking about as like, someone is going to be leaving? So this area of your life is transforming. On March 23rd, there's a full moon lunar eclipse in the sign of Libra. Libra is your 11th house, Sagittarius. That has to do with your friends and your social situation. So here we are again with a eclipse. So this has to do with a major life event. If you've always hung out with the same people for the longest time as your friends, this signals that this may change. Now you're going to maybe be hanging out with a new group of friends. If you've always been a certain way regarding your social life, this may change. Now you're going to be going about your social life in a different way. So that's something definitely to look out for on March 23rd. On March 29th, Mercury, the planet of communication, is in the sign of Aries. For you, Aries is your 5th house of romance. It's also about creativity, and if you have children, it can be about your kids too. So those are 3 different things that come with the 5th house: romance, creativity, and if you have children, your children can play into that too. It's making a positive angle to Saturn in your sign. So it sounds like there's on the 29th of March, there's some really great conversations happening regarding romance. There could be great conversations happening regarding your creative matters. Like I said, if you're a creative Sagittarius, if you have any sort of creative projects that you're working on, talking about these on March 29th could be something very, very beneficial. And things, if you have children, things could be going smoothly. Even if you're communicating with your children in any way on March 29th, whatever conversations you're having with your children seem to be very beneficial on that day. So something important to look out for on that date. On March 30th, now Mercury is in Aries. Once again, your 5th house of romance, creativity, and like I said, if you have children, it's actually making a challenging aspect to Pluto, which is in Capricorn. And Capricorn for you as a Sagittarius is your 2nd house of money. So here you are on March 30th, and you're having conversations maybe with a loved one, or maybe with a romantic interest, or maybe with a significant other, and you're having conversations about money, and maybe these conversations aren't going so well. Maybe your significant other is not carrying their weight regarding money matters. Maybe this is actually someone who used to be a significant other, and you just broke up with them recently or not that long ago, and the money situation is maybe they owe you money or something. But there's some kind of challenging conversations happening there on March 30th regarding money matters and a romantic interest. Or like I said, the 5th house also has to do with your children. So maybe this conversation is with your children. Maybe your children owe you money, or maybe your children are draining you financially. These are definitely all possibilities. On March 31st, you actually end the month on a great note, Sagittarius. Mercury, once again, in Aries, your 5th house of romance and creativity, and like I said, if you have children, is making a conjunction with the planet Uranus, also in the same area, the 5th house of romance. And a conjunction is when the planets are aligning, so they're aligning in the same sign. That's a conjunction. And this is very positive. And Uranus is spontaneous. Uranus is the planet of the unexpected. Uranus is the planet of serendipity. And Mercury is the planet of communication, and they're aligning in the same area that has to do with your romantic situation. So now all of a sudden, is there conversations that are popping up that have to do with your romantic life, and they're just very spontaneous and they're going very well. Or maybe it's like some kind of an epiphany that you're having about your romantic situation, and it's very positive, whatever it is. So that's something to look forward to. Like I said, Sagittarius, you end up ending the month off on a very great note, and I think it has something to do with your romantic situation. I mean, the planets are in, the part of the sky that has to do with romance in your life, and it's very positive. So great way to end the month, Sagittarius. I think that's all I have for you now. If you've liked this video, make sure to subscribe and hit the like button, and I'll see you guys next month. Take care. Bye-bye.